And we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be doing the seasonal event Little Ladies Day. So it started today, 28th of February 2014, and I've linked in the description the link to the lodestone covering this event. It will last until March the 13th. So we're here at the amphitheater in Gridania, but you can also start this quest in Linzo Laminza and in Uldar, and if you click on the link in the description you can find the location of where to go for both of those. So anyway, let's talk now to the Royal Seneschal and see what we have to do. So the quest is called All the Little Ladies Gridania. So it says the Royal Seneschal would see you enjoy the Little Ladies festivities to the fullest. So he says, "Good evening to you, adventurer. I trust that you are enjoying yourself during this most wondrous of celebrations. I do believe this year's Little Ladies Day will be the most splendorous festival to have graced the realm." What is Little Ladies Day, you ask? Why, it is a day when the gentlemen of Eorzea assume the role of seneschals, doting upon the needs of Eorzea's fair maidens who are as princesses for the day. The tradition began some 3 centuries ago with Princess Edvya Fawn of Uldar. Mayhap you have heard of the tale. This year I have the honour of being a royal seneschal, overseeing the preparations for the festivities. I take this role quite seriously. Manifold are the delights to revel in on this fair season, but that which captures my fancy most of all is this year's Princess Edvya's doll contest. Even as we speak, townfolk of the realm over are tailoring gowns for their dolls in the likeness of Princess Edvya. Once ready, the little ladies of each city-state will cast their votes to determine the fairest figurine of them all. The victor shall be rewarded handsomely for her efforts, so I dare say the joy of dollcraft is its own reward. Would that I had time to participate, but there is ever so much to do. What say you give it a try? There is no better way to partake in the holiday spirit. What? You lack the manual dexterity required to make a doll for the contest? I will hear no such nonsense. Still, if you so doubt your aptitude for crafting, you might consider purchasing a doll for the contest. It is not unheard of for those who cannot create their own doll to use one. The key to this contest is the doll's dressing, so at the very least you will have a proper foundation for your entry. With a little effort, your own little princess might be judged the most charming in the realm. Yes, hurry along and place an order with Serendipity at the Goldsmith Guild at Uldar. There is much to do if you wish to enter the contest in time. Okay, so we need to go to Serendipity in the Goldsmith Guild in Uldar, so I'm going to quickly teleport there. Okay, so from the A for right, you can say A for net, Goldsmith Guild, that's the quickest way to get there. Well, there's a lot of people here. Okay, here is Serendipity. So she says, "Oh Mithrie, I imagine you've been refining your skills since we last met. What can I do for you today?" A Princess Edvya doll? Oh dear. I would like nothing more than to help you, truly I would, but we're absolutely swamped with commissions. Why, it would take a miracle just to fill the orders we already have. That said, I'd hate to see you miss out on the festivities. There simply must be a way to get you a doll for the contest. You have your heart set on entering, yes? Then I suppose there is one thing we can try. Let me know when you're ready to get started and I'll see if we can't get you a nice princess doll. Okay, complete. So continue. So the next quest is called A Peach by Any Other Name. So Serendipity would help you procure a doll for Little Lady's Day. So, eager to hear my plan then? Excellent. As you might imagine, we've received hundreds of orders in the weeks, even months leading up to the contest. Why, our most doll-crazed customers place their orders not days after last year's festivities ended. After hearing so many of them boast and brag about their intentions to demolish their opponents, I'm starting to wonder if they've forgotten what Little Lady's Day is truly about. Yes, I can't put a finger on it, but I'm convinced that you will bring something special to this contest, something none of the guild's other clients can. And so this is what I propose. Estame's Lapidaries will submit its own entry to the contest. The goal is to win, then sell the doll at auction. Your job will be to visit each of the city-states, putting this masterwork on display for all to admire and adore. Little ladies of all nations will be casting their votes after all, and they are not like to vote for a doll they have not seen. I trust that traversing the realm will not overly trouble an accomplished adventurer such as yourself. I've no doubt you're well accustomed to the teleporting all about the place. I suppose it's faster, albeit slightly more expensive, but where was I? Oh yes. An admirable plan, is it not? You get to partake in the festivities. Estame's Lapidaries gets its publicity, and I can go back to fulfilling several hundred commissions I'm neglecting at this very moment. Everybody wins. And now the moment you've been waiting for. Behold, your very own Princess Edvya doll. Interesting. So, isn't she darling? And if you thought you'd have to carry her, think again. You'll find she's quite capable of getting around on her own. I recommend you first travel to Gridania. The little ladies there love to gossip, making it perfect place for your doll's debut. Oh, and take these blossoms as well. A small gift will go a long way towards winning their hearts. So the Princess Edvya doll minion must remain summoned in order to progress in this quest. The Princess Edvya doll minion will be lost upon dismissing it or logging out of the game. The doll can be retrieved by speaking with Serendipity. So if you get disconnected during this event, then simply talk to Serendipity again and you'll be able to get the doll again. So what we're now going to do, we're going to return straight to Gridania because it's my home point. Okay, so we need to go to Old Gridania, to these three places. So we can quickly teleport to the Conjurer's Guild, then the Amphitheater, and then to the, so Conjurer's Guild first, then to the Amphitheater, then I guess to the Lancers Guild, and we'll just run from there. So the Gossiping Girl says, of all the festivals held here in Gridania, Little Ladies' Day has to be my favourite, although I cannot help but feel something is amiss this year. So we're handing over a budding free peach tree blossoms. So it says, delicate blossoms of a peach tree, a deciduous tree whose flowers are cherished and in remembrance of Princess Edvya. Okay, hand over. So it says more peach blossoms, but of course, there were far more peach trees in bloom around Twellswood last year. It was a perfect way to pay homage to Princess Edvya and the tradition of charity she gave birth to. What's more, planting saplings gives me reason to use a gardening kit I purchased a few moons past. You wouldn't believe what a bargain it was, and made with high quality dark steel too. Excuse me, I got carried away for a moment. Is that a doll for the contest? Why, it's as pretty as a peach. You can count on me, on my vote for the contest. Oh, think nothing of it. Thanks to you, I finally have a use for my new gardening tools. I wonder if giving out gifts to the people who will vote will be considered later on as a bribe or not. So now teleporting to the Amphitheater. And here's the Gossiping Girl. So she says, dolls, 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 each more beautiful than the next, yet none of them speak to me. Did Princess Edvya concern herself with glory and riches? I think not. So we're handing over again the blossoms. So she says, flowers for me? That's terribly sweet of you. Did you know that peach blossoms were in full bloom on the very day that Princess Edvya went missing all those years ago? It is to honour her memory that the flower was adopted as a symbol of Little Ladies' Day, adorning the town as you see today. It is rare to see one who remembers the old traditions in this day and age. Why, even your doll is dressed in traditional garb. Well, I know who I'm voting for this year. If only I could have a doll like this of my very own. What's that, you say? Estimia's Lapidries plans to put this self-same doll up for sale after judging is over. It looks like a visit to Aldar just might be in order. Okay, so now we're going to head to the Lancers Guild. I'll quickly sprint to the last one in Gridania. So this is the one day of the year where I have the chance to be treated like a princess, but all my friends care about is winning that blasted contest. So here I am all alone, feeling like a pauper. So we're handing over the blossoms for the third time. So she says, oh, I shall treasure these more than any gem. Thank you, miss. They say the peach blossom was embezzled was emblazoned on the royal family's coat of arms during the Throne Dynasty. It's why the peach blossom has become so deeply entwined with Little Ladies' Day, to remember Sultan Baldric Thorn and the kindness he showed that poor miller girl in the tale so often retold. Such a beautiful doll, as beautiful as any blossom, I say. If you're competing in the doll contest, rest assured that my vote is yours. It's the least I can do to repay your kindness. Okay, so now let's return to Serendipity. So, welcome back, Mithrie. You're just in time. Not long ago I received word of the contest rankings. It looks like you're slowly climbing up to number 1. The little ladies of Gridania must have really been taken with you and the doll. She is oft reluctant to express her emotions, as princesses are wont to be, but I'm sure she's excited to hear the news as well. I've crafted many a doll for this contest, and yet I find myself growing more and more partial to this one. If I had a vote, I dare say it would go to you. And it would appear that this little lady has grown partial to you as well, Mithrie. This is only the beginning, though keep up the good work and you're sure to win. Okay. Next quest. So the next quest is called Say It With Peaches. So Serendipity has found another opportunity to garner attention for the princess doll. I'm assuming we have to head to Limsa this time. So hello then, Mithrie. All rested up for your excursion to Gridania? I would hope so, at least. If you would see your doll to victory, your journey has only just begun. Your next opportunity to shine light upon our little princess will be in Limsa Lominsa. It would appear that the preparations for Little Ladies' Day have only just begun there. Make a good impression on the little ladies of Lanosia ahead of time, and like as not, your doll will be the talk of the Sea City State before the competition even shows up. Let me get your doll and you can be on your way. Now, where did she get off to? Now remember, preparations for Little Ladies Day are still underway, and the Little Ladies of Limsa are likely full to bursting with anticipation, waiting for the festivities to begin. Take this pouch of confetti with you and see if you can't fulfill their need for festival fun until the contest starts. Okay, so now we're heading to Limsa Laminsa. Okay, so they're in the other side, so we can teleport to the Aft Castle. But we can also teleport as well to the Bismarck. So I'm going to go to the Bismarck first and then to the Aft Castle. There they are. So she says, Little Ladies' Day is such a dreary affair. Princess, Chimchest, you don't see anyone bathing me with blossoms or honeyed words, and that suits me just fine. So we're now going to hand over a peach blossom confetti. Actually no, we're going to just throw it on her. How about that? So a celebration in my honour. My loyal Seneschal is far too kind. I suppose I could deign to partake in the festivities if it would mean that much to you. Oh my, your doll is simply gorgeous. Will you be entering it in the contest? If you do, I'll be sure to vote for you. You've been so kind to me today, it is the least I can do. Okay, so now we're going to head to the Aft Castle. Okay, there's one. So that's it, Capricious Maiden. So does one know how to decorate in this town? Honestly, what were they thinking with these drab colours and dreary ornaments? Were I Princess Edvya, I would be rolling about in my grave. So now we're going to throw confetti on her. So Amaranth, Carmine, Vermilion, Peach. Finally someone who knows how to coordinate her colours. And what have we here? That's quite the dapper doll you have as well. I don't suppose you'll be entering the contest. Well, if the decorations around town are any indication, there will be no competition worth speaking of. You'll have my vote all the same though. I simply cannot bear the thought of some chromatically challenged doll winning. It's going to be auctioned off by Estain's Lapidries after the contest. I may have to save my gil for a trip to Uldar. Okay, next for the last one in Limsa, and then we head back to Uldar. I do like how they decorate all the towns for each of the events, it's pretty cool. It's very pretty as well. They should just keep blossoms here all the time, I don't see why they don't. Anyway, so again, Capricious Maiden. So come ashore for Little Ladies' Day, they say. Princesses, bah, on my ship I am Queen of the Seas. City life holds nothing for me, and not even a single admirer to welcome me upon my return. She's obviously depressed, that's sad. So, finally, Seneschal come to pay homage to my greatness. Well, perhaps I could stay here a while longer, at least until the doll contest has ended. I would hate to disappoint one who adores me so. What is that you have there? A doll for the contest, you say? Well, friend, you can count on my vote. Anyone who takes time out to cheer me up the way you did deserves that much. Okay, so back to Uldar once again. Okay, so we won Goldsmith Guild. Okay. So it's been pretty fun to hit 50 everything. It means it's bought me time to do other things and play even other games. I don't know if you've seen in my channel, I've actually started doing Diablo 3 Let's Plays, and I'm going to be covering the Thief game that just came out as well very soon, probably over the weekend. So Serendipity says, "Oh, welcome back, Mithrie. I have wonderful news. The rankings have been updated again, and do you know who stands at the top of the charts? No, not the porcelain doll from Black Rabbit Traders. You silly. You do. I can't believe she's grown so popular in such a short time." Why? Just look. Even she rejoices at the news. At least I'm sure she would if she weren't a doll. I'm sorry, but what was I saying again? Ah yes, our petite princess seems to enjoy your company, and it shows. At this rate, she's certain to win the heart of every little lady in Eorzea. I can only imagine the rich sum she can fetch when she goes up for auction. Keep up the good work, Mithrie. She's going to make some little lady very happy once this is all over. What's this? Unless I'm losing my mind, she looks somehow different than a moment ago. Her expression is almost sad. Okay, complete. So, next quest is called A Real Peach. So Serendipity has learned of another opportunity to showcase the Princess Doll. I'm assuming this one's actually going to be an order, and you will actually get the Wind-up Edvya. So it says sometimes moonlights as a miller girl, much to her father the Sultan's chagrin. Okay, so it says use item to acquire the Wind-up Edvya minion. So I'm assuming you'll only be able to get this minion during this event each year. So I always say with these events, take the opportunity while it's there. So, oh Mithrie, forgive me, I've been a bit preoccupied with your doll. She's been acting awfully strange lately, though none of her parts seem damaged. I do wonder if something's wrong. But no matter, she began functioning properly when I mentioned your name. If I didn't know better, I'd say she's taken a fancy to you. Oh, but that would be silly, wouldn't it? With the contest nearing its end, I dare say it's time for a grand finale. Something the little ladies of Eorzea will remember for ages to come. I have it on good authority that a number of dignitaries will be visiting Ul'dah for the festival. They have a bit more sway in the voting. If you know what I mean, we really have to make a good impression. Though not likely to make an appearance in public, talk of a spectacle in town should make them take notice. I've often heard they foster a love for the arts, so a dance of sorts should be to their liking. If they were to hear a dancer is entering the contest, I'm sure they would look favourably upon your doll. Speaking of which, where did she wander off to this time? Yeah, she does look sad, doesn't she? Is it just me, or does she seem upset about something? I must be imagining things. It wouldn't be the first time. But anyway, off with you. I expect good news of your performance around town. Okay, so now we have to go dance around parts of Ul'dah. So let's go here first, and then we'll head to the other parts. Okay, right here. So, with the overall summoned, dance for the festival gathering at the Gold Court. Someone else doing the quest as well. So, well, if that ain't the best dancing I ever did see. No one said anything about dancers in the festival. But wait, what's she doing with the doll? Isn't it delightful? The spitting image of Princess Edvya. Oh, she must be entering the contest. Just wait until my friends hear about this. Okay, so now to the next area. Okay, one there, and then one down near the Blacksmith Guild. Or Thaumaturge Guild, I should say. So dancing again. So, well, it would seem someone has been enjoying herself this little lady's day. Amazing, the likeness to Princess Edvya is uncanny. And look at her little fan. Have you ever seen anything like it? I know which doll I'm voting for. Okay, so it's just really like these peach trees all around. They look really cool. They're really awesome. Let's just get some background image. There we go. So maybe we can do a happy right here. Okay, so moving on. So we're going to quickly just use the Aethernet to teleport to the Thaumaturge Guild. Okay, so I'm going to dance right here. So, what a show. I once said the Makote dancers on Ruby Road were the best in Uldar, but now I stand corrected. Oh, forget the dance, look at her doll. The gentle amaranth pink of its dress, accented with hues of peach and creamy white. A masterpiece of doll craft, to be sure. I best cast my vote before the ballot boxes are closed. Okay, so now we're going to return to the Goldsmith Guild. Okay, here's Serendipity. So, welcome back, Mithrie. There's been another update of the rankings, and your lead over the other entries grows with every passing hour. It's beyond belief. First place is all but assured now, thanks to almost entirely to your efforts. As a matter of fact, Estame's Lapidaries has already begun preparations to auction off the Princess Doll. Okay, so whatever is the matter with her now? I know she was acting a bit odd before, but this... no, this is not good at all. Why, just look at her core. It may very well be beyond repair. Gods, I'm going to get an earful for this. Even if victory in the contest is all but assured, who would want to purchase a broken doll? I just don't understand what went wrong. She was the perfect little princess, so warm and full of life. Well, not to say she was actually alive, but you know what I mean. And she always seemed so happy every time you came to... Ah, but of course, why did I not realize it sooner? Little Ladies' Day is one time of the year when every girl can be a princess and maybe, if fortune smiled upon her, have her heart's desire granted. Our little princess cared not for fame or riches, Mithrie. All she wanted was to be with you. What a fool I've been. I simply must make amends. Yes, we must mend her and set things right. My supply should be right around... oh dear. I seem to have exhausted my supply of oil on all of my Little Ladies' Day commissions. It was no ordinary oil, you see. It was prepared specifically for the princess dolls, extracted from the only freshness of peach blossom petals. I fear what might happen if I leave the doll alone in this state. Please, could you go out and gather some more in my stead? Okay, so we need to go pick up some petals. Okay, so it's basically just at the 3 places we just went to. Okay, next one. Being a petal bandit for a short time. And again, going to use this Aethernet to teleport to the Thaumaturge Guild. So yeah, stealing things, getting me ready for the Thief Let's Play that I'm about to start filming this weekend. Okay, so now we're going to return the petals to Serendipity. So, please Mithrie, tell me you found the blossoms for the repairs. Time is of the essence. Okay, there we go. So, they're beautiful, positively perfect for the oil we need. Let's get started then. There's not a moment to lose. Phew, that should do it. Her core has been reset and gears well lubricated. I only pray we weren't too late to save her. Oh, please come back to us, little ladies. Little Ladies' Day just won't be the same without our little princess. This can't be happening. I was so careful with the repairs. How can she not be working? I wish there was more I could do, but I'm so sorry I failed you both. It wasn't supposed to turn out like this, Mithrie. She was destined for fame, fortune, and a lavish, loving home fit for a true princess. Only now I do realise that was never what she truly wanted. In any event, the contest has concluded by now, and since we've heard no news, I can only assume that someone else's doll was crowned prettiest princess. Please forgive me. My thoughtless treatment of my own creation has rendered your hard work for naught. I intend to reimburse Estame's lapidries for the doll, but I would ask one last favour of you. Would you take her with you? I am loath to ask after all you've already done, but I just couldn't bear to see her cast aside, and besides, I'm quite certain that this is what she would have wanted. Okay, so accept the doll, yes. Okay, now she's alive again. By the 12, is she? Oh joy of joys, Mithrie, our little princess. She's come back to us. And she looks no worse for wear despite the whole ordeal. It appears our oh-so-innocent little princess was having a bit of fun with us. I've every reason to be angry, and yet why I feel a tear coming to my eye. To think she would resort to such ends, risking her very life, such as it were, to be with you. Yes, it almost reminds me of something. But of course, the legend of Princess Edvya herself. Longing to see the world beyond the palace walls, she disguised herself as a peasant girl and snuck out undetected. I think she would be proud of our clever little princess here. Every little lady, even if she is just a doll, deserves the chance to make her dreams come true, wouldn't you say? Yes, I can think of no better way to celebrate the true spirit of Little Ladies Day. Mithrie, I leave our little Princess Edvya in your loving care. Here we go, complete, and I'll get the Wind-up Edvya. And that's it. So the event is done because, as you can see, you've got the achievement. So when you earn the achievement in these quests, that's usually the good sign that you've now finished. And so I'm just going to quickly learn the minion. I'm going to just quickly summon her again just for the sake of it. Why not? So Wind-up Edvya, where is she? Here she is. And there you go. And the achievement was called Pretty in Pink, which is another seasonal event. And these only actually show after you've done them, so there isn't like a predefined list that needs to be complete with time. It just appears after you've done the seasonal event. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. And as I said before, I would recommend that you get the quest done while it's still there, because once the deadline and the quest is over, you won't be able to get the Wind-up Edvya until next year. So anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.